Our next speaker is me. Oh, shapeling matsoho. Oh, baba bang le ba shapela matsoho lo nala ntima. All right, so I am going to speak on this topic, and please write this topic down. It's so critical. Whether you are employing or whether you're not employing, but more critical if you are the business. Yeah? Because if I was Spani. By show of hands, how many of you are running those businesses? If we're now Spani, there's no money coming in. Yeah? That's the majority of the room, right? Okay. So, the topic is rebuilding yourself. Rebuilding yourself. Rebuilding yourself. Right? Those of you who are running your businesses, maybe you went through a pandemic. Earlier on, how many of you went through a pandemic and your business was affected? 95% of you said it's me. Maybe during the pandemic, your business was thriving. But along the line, trust me, you will hit a speed bump. It may not be now, it may be in 2 years' time, but things are not going to go the way you want them to go. How do you bounce back? How do you bounce back? So I'm going to share with you what you can do to rebuild yourself. Because if when you are confident in yourself, you are confident in your brand. You know what they say in sales, and this is so important. People buy you before they buy the product. People will buy into you first or buy what you have before they buy the product. So if you are not confident in what you are doing, if you're not confident, mama, in your sanitizer, why must I buy? Because product. So people will buy you before they buy the product. That's sales. I need you to write these questions down. These are questions that I keep asking myself, that you need to keep asking yourself as an entrepreneur, as you rebuild. Right? Because you are not starting from scratch. You are starting now with experience. But these questions are important as you rebuild. It doesn't matter at what stage of your business you're in. If you're making $1 million, you're still asking yourself these questions. We're rebuilding you. We're rebuilding you. Rebuilding you. Question number 1. What are the things that I need to keep doing to get to where I need to be? So I call this the KQS. Millionaires, multi-millionaires, billionaires, they keep asking themselves these questions every single day. What are the things that I need to keep doing? You've done it, it works. You did it in a pandemic, it works. So what are those things? Do you have a list of things that you need to keep doing? Write them down. What are the things you need to keep doing to get to that level or to reach your goals? Yeah? Very important that you have that list, because you're an entrepreneur and then you're doing this thing, then you're doing that thing, then you're doing this thing, then you're doing this thing. I know what I need to do to get my clients. I've been doing it. It keeps working. You know what you need to do, so keep doing it. How to always say, you know that I must do this because it's going to get me this. Again, don't complicate it. Keep doing it. When you keep doing it, it becomes a habit. Question number 2. What are the things you need to quit doing? This is the hard one. Hey. Quit doing. Stop doing. So what are the things that you need to keep doing? What are the things that you need to quit doing? Now, it's easy. Someone says, for example, I'll make it personal. Someone says, I need to quit smoking. But how? Where do I start? Or in terms of your business, I need to quit working after hours because I'm a parent. But I also need to. So, how do you detach yourself from the things that are taking you back? If you quit this thing that's taking you back, what is it going to do for your life? So you write down where it's going to take you. Do you understand what I'm saying? So if, for example, you quit, maybe you were smoking or something, you say, if I quit it, then I'll have more money for my business. I'll have more money to grow this. We're talking about you personally. Okay. If I quit spending time on this, I'll have more time to do this. What is it that you need to quit doing? And another practical strategy for you is, especially how I business only one, and this was what I was killing me. One of my problems was I get a business. I get who sebetsa nna ke mang we sang chelet ke nna ke. So chelet e tshwanele e je ke mang? Ke a mang. That's the wrong mentality, because there is SPU and then there is the business. So I needed to quit this thing of using personal or business money for personal gain. But I can say, yeah, and then wash over. I have to tap into the business. Question. Find an accountability partner. Not chometloring, hi, hutlaluka, hi, mare, hey, waputa, kidi setback. Find a accountability partner. Otlo jwetsang or mo waputa. Stop this. Someone that you listen to, a mentor. You need to have an accountability partner, because the following day you can go back. It's easy. Okay. So we said things that you need to keep doing. Number 1. Number 2, things that you need to quit doing. And the last one, it's a KQS. Keep doing, quit doing, start doing. You know what you need to do. You know you need to start waking up earlier. You know you need to spend less time on your phone and on social media. You know what you need to start doing. You know you need to go to that company. So how do you start? How do you start? There's a lady, powerful lady, an entrepreneur, multi-millionaire, traveling across the world, running businesses. She's got a family. She's living the life, but she never started looking after her health. A stroke. The first stroke. She knew that she needed to start gymming. She knew that she needed to start eating healthy. But kintueleya ayman ki busy. First stroke. She recovered. She never went to gym. Second stroke. So I said to her, please write this down, because this is what's going to help you. Saying, Sbu, but how do I start? How do I start? How do I start? How do I start? If you want to start doing something that you know you need to do, what is one lawyer saying? You have to raise the benefits of that particular thing that you are doing. Because as human beings, we are driven by benefits. If we live on incentives. If you do this, if I want you to do something, I'll raise the incentive. I ask for 10,000, go for 15,000. What's the probability that you're going to do it? It's high, because what have I done? I've raised the incentive. So what do you do in your personal life? You raise the benefits. Start doing this thing. And I said to her, she says, Boo, where do I start? Exercise, business. I've got clients that I've got to look after. I said, raise the benefits. You look after yourself, you look after your mental health. If you don't look after your mental health, you can't make money. If you don't look after your mental health and your physical health, your kids are not going to see you. They're not going to enjoy your fruits with you. So she needed to raise the benefits of exercising. Ha ke lo exercise, I could meet new clients. Ha ke lo exercise, ke a gutla ke fresh, ke energetic. Ha ke lo exercise, ha ke gutla, I've got ideas that are running in my mind. So you must raise those benefits. I must start doing this. Why? Benefits, 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 benefits. First question was, please let's say it together. What are the things that you need to? Come on, a bit more energy. What are the things that you need to? Keep doing. Yeah? The second question? Huh? Things that you must quit. Né? And then the third question was? Accountability partner. No, but the third question was the S, the start. Okay? So keep doing, quit doing, start doing. Let's say it together. Keep doing. Man. KQS. Don't forget it. Every day, keep asking yourself these questions. Keep doing, quit doing, start doing. Keep doing, quit doing, start doing. Otherwise, you find yourself doing the same thing. And you're getting the same results. And then you're frustrated. And then you say you don't like entrepreneurship. Then you're complaining. Then you give up. Keep doing, quit doing, start doing. One more time. Keep doing, quit doing, start doing. I'm going to give you just one last question. Yeah? 24 hours. 24 hours. 24 hours. But before I get to the 24 hours, let me ask you this question. And this is a question that you need to ask yourself. And there's a reason why I'm asking you this question. What's your why? What's your why? Why are you in business? Like, you must be honest. There's no perfect answer. Babang, we are in business because business is the only thing we know. Some of us are in business because we just can't find employment. Some of us were in business because razama, or we were exposed to business. Ne? So we're in business for different reasons. If, listen to this very carefully as you're rebuilding yourself, because change and game. If your why is not bigger than you, the probability of you giving up is high. Repeat. If your why is not bigger than you, so you can go business you want to get in business, drive a nice car, live in a big house, travel the world, wear certain, it's all about you. Your probability of you giving up is higher. So the question you need to ask yourself is, what's your why? I want to show you, I want to prove to you something. There's a mentor of ours, of all ours. I'll mention his name. Why not? Because he's played such a big role in our lives. And his name is DJ Sibusiso Molimi. When he started More Fire, this is a story that many people don't know. When he started More Fire, and they were starting in this business, and at one stage I think there were 2 million rand under because their cans were not SAB approved. Anyway, all of that stuff. And people were saying this thing is not going to work. Nah? So then the question to many people was, he's been fired from this, he's been fired from that. Why has he not given up? You know what his secret was? And you know what his secret is still today? And you know why he still keeps going today? He said, business I achang. I acheli Sbu. And many people don't know that Sbu has got a daughter. So he said, everything that I do for my daughter. Because if I give up, what's going to happen to her? His why is bigger than Sbu being a billionaire. Everything that he does for his daughter. Your why must be bigger than you. Some of us who are sitting here, we know that we have to take our siblings to school. Let your why be bigger than you. And every time you give up, remember your why. Your why must be bigger than you. Reducing more, running our own companies. We've got people that are looking up to us, but they've never told us. You know that. So how give up? I company I give up. I wanted to get into business. But hey, uncle mo clothes. I sure entrepreneurship. Yeah, say it. You're role models, all of you. Your why must be bigger than you. Let your why be bigger than you. Let your why be bigger than you. My last point, before we do some networking, is this. I want to prove a law. Can I have a volunteer? Volunteer? Any volunteer? Yes. My sister, my brother. All right. So, my brother. Okay, so there's two practical activities that I wanted to do with you. Kulufelo. All right, Kulufelo, because he volunteered, he put his hand up. I don't know why. He's going to get a copy of my book as well for free. So, mamelang here. Practical. Right, now, listen. Now, Kulufelo. Plus, there's a swimming pool here. Ravaya, ne? We are walking. Walk. But you are now walking around you. Walk a hand, man. Walk, yeah? Then, I push Kulufelo into the swimming pool. And he comes out and umeti. Right? Question number 1. Ki fault ya mang hore Kulufelo umeti? Who says it's my fault? Okay? It's a simple question. It's quite complicated. It's my fault. Okay? Because what did I do? I pushed him. He couldn't do anything. Ne? Question number 2. After 10 minutes, Kulufelo is still wet. Now, ki fault ya mango Kulufelo meti? No. Initially, I pushed him in. He's wet. It's my fault. I came back after 10 minutes. He's still wet. It can't be my fault. Why didn't he get a towel? Because he's wet. Anyway. So my point being, for some of us, it's saying that it's not your fault. Like it's not his fault. It's not your fault that you're born where you're born. You couldn't do anything about it. No one decides where they're going to be born. It's not your fault that you're born into the family that you're born into. That you don't decide. But it's your fault as an entrepreneur when you're given opportunities from WRCTA and then you don't take use of them. Like he didn't make use of the opportunity to get the towel. So it's to say, as entrepreneurs, as you rebuild yourself, you need to ask yourself, are you maximizing all the opportunities that you have? Are you maximizing all the opportunities that you have? Because if you don't, then it's your fault. If you don't, then it's your fault. Last exercise. My brother, hold this. Write this down. It's a law. It's a law. It's a law. It will change your life. I'm giving you secrets of millionaires. It's a law. It will change your life. We're rebuilding you. It starts with you. It starts with you. Great product, no confidence. We're not buying into the product. It's a law. The law is law of thought. Law of thought. Law of thought. THOUGHT. Law of thought. More. In the mind. Yeah. Law of thought. That's the law. Kulufelo o tshwere lebotlo la ke. Ne? If he throws the bottle up in the air, what's going to happen? What's going to happen? It's going to come down. Ne? If he's in Dubai and he throws this bottle up, what's going to happen? It's going to come down. Ne? Whether it's in Kulufelo's hand, whether it's in Richard Branson's hand, whether it's in a millionaire, whether it's in a startup, the law doesn't change. O tshwere lebotlolo, o lahlela ko hodimo, le tlo yehla. Right? So as you're rebuilding yourself, you need to understand this law. It's called the law of thought, which says, this is what it says. And it's for everyone. That's why I did this exercise. The law of thought says, you can't plant a mango seed and have a banana fruit. The law says, whatever you sow, you shall reap. More. Whatever you sow in here, you shall reap. Whatever you sow in here, you shall reap. Whatever you sow in your mind, you shall reap. Whatever you sow in your mind, you shall reap. What are you telling yourself? What are you telling yourself? What conversations are you having? Are you talking about your past or are you talking about your future? Are you talking about your problems or are you talking about promises? What are you telling yourself? More. It starts here. It starts in the mind. So, practically, this is what I need you to do. To some people, it may seem like, key exercise fell. I've done it and it helps me. I write down the affirmations every day that I say to myself all the time of who I am. It brings about a different energy. Write down your affirmations. I'm a multi-millionaire. I'm an entrepreneur serving entrepreneurs all over the world. And keep repeating them. What you are sowing a positive seed. Right? Positive seed. Who are you? I'm running the largest construction company called Limpopo, working all over the world. Write it down. Say it. It does something to your energy. Right? I don't know if you're a believer, but we won't go there. We know about the power of whatever you declare. As you rebuild yourself, I keep telling myself all the time, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm an international keynote speaker. Public speaking trainer, master of ceremony, getting paid in pounds, millions, euros and dollars. I kept on saying this last year as I was rebuilding myself. This year, I had a client from America. Man. Because it's what I keep telling myself all the time. You don't have to tell the other people because they'll look at you like, but keep sowing the positive seed as you rebuild yourself. Because it starts where? In the mind. Rebuild yourself. Because as you rebuild yourself, you will rebuild your business, you will rebuild your community, and you will rebuild your bank account. Thank you. So he's going to get a copy of my book. Now, the secret in all of this is you've written these notes down and you're still going to get more from Bulelani. You're still going to get more from Semi. We're going to have a question and answer session, and it's what I wanted to talk to you about, but my time is up. It's the habits. It's setting time aside every day where you go over this every single day and you keep asking yourself these questions. That's the secret. The secret is not writing down. The secret is setting time aside to ask yourself these questions and answer them. Then you go to the next level. So